What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today I got my sandstorm team. This sandstorm team is not really finished. There's definitely some stuff I can do better with it. You might see it switches up. I think this first battle I have a shuckle, and then later on I don't have the shuckle on the team. Um, but either way, I get some decent matches here. It was honestly really hard to find some decent matches these last couple days. So I just figured I'd throw these ones up. So let's get into game one. So first game against Sean the Sheep, 22-41. I start with Donnie. He starts with Riku, and I just go ahead and go for the EQ. Try not to over predict anything, and he sends in a Blissey who stays in, and I just decide to EQ to finish it off. Sends in the Heatran. I'm not really sure why. I don't know what he had on it. They thought, it might have been good against old Donnie here, but either way, we get two good kills right off the bat. So Jirachi comes in, and I see the Bronzong, and I'm like, yes. For one, I get the freeze hack, so thank you, Jirachi. And then I send in my Magnezone, which I've been dying to use because I've been getting trapped like crazy by it. And I trap this Bronzong in here to basically catch this HP fire to the face and just go ahead and die. Honestly, Bronzong is one of those Pokemon I have terrible issues with, so I'm really, really happy to have Magnezone on the team to go ahead and take care of that. Sends back in the Latias to Ice Beam. Don't really know what else this thing's planning to do, but I just decided to stay in, give it some Parahacks, and just sort of T-bolt it down from here. Hits me with some frustrations, getting kind of angry, and I go ahead and finish it off. So here comes the Riku again, Calm Minding up, just trying to set up. Maybe this is Riku's last resort here. I just hit it with some Parahacks so I can just slow it down, and it hits me with the mighty Aura Sphere that just completely obliterates my poor T-Tar. From here, I do the trick so I can get that Zap Plate off. Hit it with a Choice Scarf so it gets stuck with whatever it decides to do. It gets stuck with the Aura Sphere. So from here, I think I just decide to just flinch hacks it down because it already has the Parahack, so I figure, hey, I might get the Paralyzed, might get the Flinch, so he actually does. He gets hits with the Paralyzed hacks, then the Flinch hacks, and it works out nicely for me. Jirachi's able to finish it off real nice. Here comes the Kingdra. I trick again because I know Kingdra holds Chesto Berry for Resto Chesto, and luckily he did, so I just took that Chesto Berry away, so there was no way for this thing to recover and finish sweeping me. I send in Shuckle here, my NBZ. Shout out to the legend. I just go ahead and Toxic because I don't really feel like dealing with this thing if it does decide to start sweeping like crazy, so I'm just like, alright, this thing's got to die eventually. Hit a nice Protect here to just live an extra turn with Shuckle while that Toxic takes its course, stall him out. And I hit my own Resto Chesto here, I think, right? Did I put Chesto Berry on that? No, I didn't. I guess I still had leftovers. Either way, hits the forfeit, and we're able to take that game. Good game, Sean the Sheep. Let's go on to battle number 2. So here we go with match number 2 against Lightnox. Let's just go ahead and get straight into this. So it starts off with the Aerodactyl. I start off with Mamoswine. I just decided to not over-predict, and I just sort of expected the taunt, so I just went ahead and went straight for Ice Shard. Finished him off. Really good because I got that Aerodactyl out the way. I hate dealing with Aerodactyl. And he brings in the Scizor and pretty much does the same to my lead and takes it on out. I bring in my Metal Trapper here, my Steel Trapper Magnezone 5G, and just decide to slow the Scizor down with the Parahacks first, then just hit it with the Hidden Power Fire. I should have just hit it with the Hidden Power Fire to take less damage. Here comes the Shaman, which I thought would have been a lot easier to deal with here. I think I just decided to HP Fire here for a few turns. Not expecting it to have so much sustain. I guess I should have expected better because it's a Shaman. But it carries Synthesis and Leech Seed, which made this thing a pain for these few turns, so... And she got the crit on that Seed Flare, so it's not looking good for my boy here. I think the Shaman just decides to Synthesis again. Okay, yeah. then eventually I just decided to Thunder Wave it in the case that I can come in with something else and do something. I know it has natural cure, so it just really has to switch out to get rid of that paralyze. But I think I was trying to paralyze it to. I honestly forgot. Either way, he switches out anyway, um, and this thing comes in on the fire punch, and I'm just like, okay, well, no choice but to switch out here. I knew. Actually, I honestly thought the surf was coming first for some reason, but a good move on him going for the rapid spin. Better move than I would have apparently done. So lucky for me, I get that Swords Dance up. I'm able to extreme speed, and I think he knows there's nothing else that could be done from there. So gets the forfeit. Good game to Light Nox. Let's move on to match number 3. All right, here we go. Match number 3 against Purpley Gengar. This one was quite tough. Let's see the results here. Starts off with the Flygon. I start with Mamoswine. Again, I don't like over predicting here, so I just go ahead and go for the Ice Shard, and Ice Shard again just finish it off here. This thing was the absolute biggest pain in my neck through this entire battle. I just really have nothing to deal with it. I don't have a grass type, and everything else that I have honestly hits neutral against it. So I know the Earthquake's coming. I switch into the Swampert. He knows a Waterfall could be coming or an Ice Punch, so he switches out. I predict that, so I just go ahead and set up with Stealth Rock here. If you haven't noticed yet, it's Sandstorm versus Sandstorm team here. So, yeah, interesting. He goes ahead and surfs. I knew the surf was coming, but I just figured I wanted to get this guy in here to get some damage done to this thing, because I knew that there was nothing I can do, so I don't want it to live long. And it stays in, and I'm like, okay, let's bring in the Jirachi here, finish it off. Nope, this thing holds recover. So I'm like, well, I'm going to have to try and hacks this thing to death. I get the crit, which kind of sucks because it didn't do that much damage. I know you could just recover it back up. Either way, I just try and flinch it, make sure it doesn't recover, and I'm just hoping I get lucky at this point. Honestly, looking back at it, from that first recover, I should have just gone with the burn hacks and just tried to fire punch this thing. But at the same time, Jirachi has Choice Scarf on it, so I'm sort of just stuck to Iron Head at this point. So it goes on like this for quite a while. I think I end up switching out at some point, realizing that I should have just gone for the burn. Yep, goes ahead and recovers again. And what do I decide to do? Oh wait, did I trick already? I think I might have tricked already. I guess I didn't call that out, but I guess I tricked already. So I got rid of my Choice Scarf. So I go ahead and go for the Fire Punch. Honestly, entirely too late. But I get the burn hacks, so that's worth something, I guess. I guess it's not all for nothing. I come in with Donnie here to try and just get some damage in. I know I'm not going to live anything. And from here, it's just not looking great. I wanted to keep my Swampert alive because I knew he has this Sandstorm team. I knew he probably held a T-Tar and other ground types. So, yeah, I mean, I kept it alive, but it's not as healthy as I would have wanted it to be. So this thing just decides to Psychic me down on Ice Punch. Again, hoping to just get lucky at this point, maybe get a Freeze Hacks. Doesn't happen. He's able to, not finish me off. I decide to switch out in desperate hopes to keep that Swampert alive. So he tries to leave, and I hit it with the Pursuit, knowing that it's going to switch out, but it doesn't really do me any good because I know the rest of his dudes probably hold Earthquake, and my T-Tar is not, my T-Tar is Scarfed, it's not banded, it's not gonna, and I think it's Jolly as well, so it's not really going to one-hit KO any of these things, so this guy comes in, decides to Brick Break me. I'm thinking maybe it's Scarfed. Either way, if it is, he decides to go for the Brick Break, and I know just from seeing that, I mean, and this thing probably held EQ, it wasn't looking good for my T-Tar on the switch in here, so that's pretty much GG from here. Good game, Purpley Gengar. It was fun, interesting to see what Sandstorm versus Sandstorm was like. Now looking back at it, my last two games didn't really utilize the sandstorm weather effect that much, and I wish it did. But like I said, man, I'm getting better at this. I'm trying to get better at least with this team, and it definitely there's still some stuff to fix with it, pokes to switch out. But I just figured I'd give you guys a match since it's been a couple days since an upload. But yeah, let me know if you guys like it. Leave something down in the comments below. Give me some tips, and see you next time.